It had been a few months since the experiment with the black cat, the one that refused to talk. If you don't know the story, you can click the card icon to watch now or subscribe to our channel to check later. The alien scientists on Xenon had been deeply fascinated by Earth's pets, but after their failed attempt to use their pet-talking technology on that particular feline, they had been left perplexed. No matter how advanced their tech, no matter how much effort they put into perfecting the collar, the black cat had simply refused to utter a single word. The aliens, with their glowing eyes and iridescent skin, were completely bewildered. But despite the failure, they weren't ready to give up. There had to be a better candidate, someone more vocal. That's when the team of human and alien scientists decided to give the experiment another shot, this time with a different subject, Milo, a beautiful and elegant Siamese cat. Now, if anyone knew anything about Siamese cats, they knew that these felines were talkers. But nothing, absolutely nothing, could have prepared them for what was about to happen. The day began just like any other in the Xenon research facility, a sprawling complex filled with both humans and aliens working side by side. The laboratory where the pet-talking experiments were held was large, with sleek surfaces and advanced machinery humming softly in the background. Glowing screens displayed data in alien languages, and futuristic gadgets blinked in every corner. The air was charged with anticipation as the scientists prepped for the next big test. Milo, the Siamese cat, was brought in, looking as calm and dignified as ever. His blue almond-shaped eyes scanned the room, and his sleek fur shimmered under the lab's bright lights. If Milo was nervous, he didn't show it. In fact, he seemed rather curious about the surroundings. The scientists, human and alien alike, gathered around, each holding their breath as the new talking collar was carefully placed around Milo's neck. The lead alien scientist, a tall, slender figure named Xenon, looked pleased with the modifications they had made since the last experiment. "Let's hope this one is more cooperative," Xenon said, his iridescent skin reflecting the lights of the lab. Lydia, the human engineer who had helped design the collar, gave a small chuckle. "Oh, trust me, you won't have any problem getting this one to talk." With everything in place, the scientists activated the collar. The lab went silent as everyone leaned in, waiting for the first words. And that's when it started. "Meow, finally you people understand. Took you long enough." The words came out in a high-pitched, demanding tone. Milo's blue eyes narrowed slightly as he glanced around the room. "Now that we've gotten the obvious out of the way, who do I talk to about my food situation? The portions around here are atrocious. I mean, really, who do you think I am, a common street cat?" There was a stunned silence in the lab. The scientists, both human and alien, exchanged glances, trying to process what had just happened. Milo had not only spoken, he had complained, and he wasn't done. "Also, why does this lab smell so metallic? Do you think I enjoy sitting in this sterilized space with no comfortable places to nap? I need a pillow. No, wait, a throne. Yes, that's more fitting. A throne would be perfect." A loud burst of laughter erupted from one of the human scientists, quickly followed by others. Even the aliens, normally so composed and serious, couldn't help but chuckle. This cat, this elegant Siamese, had opinions, and he wasn't shy about sharing them. "Did he just demand a throne?" one of the human engineers asked, struggling to contain his laughter. Lydia shook her head, wiping away tears of amusement. "I told you guys, Siamese cats are talkers. You've opened Pandora's box with this one." From that moment on, Milo did not stop talking. "Oh great, you're laughing at me now. Typical humans and aliens, always laughing when you should be catering to me. And another thing, what's with the food here? Dry kibble, really. Where's the tuna? Where's the premium salmon? I expect nothing but the best. Royalty deserves nothing but the best." Milo leapt gracefully onto one of the lab tables, continuing his rant as the scientists attempted to return to their work. But Milo was having none of it. "Are you even listening to me? No, don't pretend to ignore me. I know you hear me. You're probably wondering why I'm so majestic. And the answer is simple. I was born this way. pure greatness from birth. Every sentence was punctuated by the swish of his tail or a flick of his ears. Milo strutted across the table, his head held high, completely oblivious to the fact that his constant chatter was sending the lab into fits of laughter. As the day wore on, Milo's commentary grew more absurd and more hilarious. He commented on everything from the scientists' haircuts to the futuristic decor of the lab. "Rizan, darling, do you even brush that shiny head of yours? It's so smooth I could see my reflection. Not that I mind, I do enjoy gazing at myself." Rizan, normally stoic, was trying hard not to laugh. "This is unexpected," he managed to say, his alien voice quivering slightly. Milo continued, completely unbothered. "And Lydia, sweetheart, what's with the lab coat? It's so functional. Don't you have anything more glamorous to wear? I mean, really, it's a disgrace. You could at least try to match my style." Lydia couldn't stop laughing. "Milo, you're impossible." "Impossible? No, darling, I'm fabulous," Milo replied with a dramatic swish of his tail. As much as they tried to continue with their research, the scientists were finding it impossible to focus. Milo's non-stop commentary, combined with his dramatic flair, had the entire team in stitches. "I require attention, people. Someone pet me. Now," Milo demanded, jumping down from the table and strolling over to the group of scientists huddled around a monitor. "Don't pretend you don't see me. I'm the most important thing in this room." One of the alien scientists, a normally quiet and serious figure, hesitantly reached down and patted Milo's head. "There, are you satisfied?" Milo let out a loud purr. "Finally, someone understands the proper protocol. Now I expect this level of service to continue, indefinitely." The alien, Rizan, and the others couldn't hold it in any longer. Laughter echoed throughout the lab. Even the usually unflappable aliens were wiping away tears of amusement. But the real kicker came when Milo began to philosophize about life, from a cat's perspective, of course. "Let me tell you something, people. Life is simple. You sleep, you eat, you demand attention, and occasionally you deign to acknowledge others' existence. You humans and aliens overcomplicate things with your machines and research. Honestly, it's all about me. The universe revolves around me. You just haven't realized it yet." At this point, the scientists were rolling on the floor with laughter. "I mean, what is it with you guys and working all day? You should try napping for a change. It's the best thing in the universe. Well, aside from me, of course." By the end of the day, the team was exhausted from laughing so much. Milo had provided hours of non-stop entertainment, but the chaos was beginning to take its toll. "I don't think I can take much more of this," one of the human scientists said, wiping tears from his eyes. "He's too much." "I agree," Lydia said, still chuckling. "As funny as he is, I don't think any of us can work with this level of commentary." Rizan nodded. "Perhaps it's time we deactivate the collar." Milo, sensing what was coming, shot them a dramatic look. "Deactivate? Excuse me? You can't silence me. I'm the most important being in this lab. No, in this universe." But despite Milo's protests, the team moved forward, and with a flick of a switch, the collar was deactivated. Milo's voice faded away, leaving only the sound of his soft purring as he curled up for a nap. The lab was quiet again, but the echoes of laughter still hung in the air. The humans and aliens exchanged glances, shaking their heads in disbelief at what they had just experienced. "Well," Rizan said, finally composed, "that was enlightening." Lydia grinned. "Enlightening? That's one way to put it. I think we've just discovered the world's most talkative cat." As Milo slept peacefully in the corner, the scientists couldn't help but chuckle one last time. They had succeeded in their experiment, yes, but they had also learned a valuable lesson. Sometimes, silence really is golden. And with that, life in the lab returned to normal. Well, as normal as it could be, knowing that a talking cat with a flair for the dramatic was only a switch away.